What's up, YouTube? Today we're back with another video. We're going to be reacting to this series called The Aavarion Show. It was recommended by this person that's going to show up on the screen, because I don't remember names that well. Sorry for not posting a lot, just don't really got content ideas, and I remembered this comment from 2 months ago. And we're going to get straight into it. And I will see you guys in like 2 seconds, because I'm gonna just cut this.
I've been partnering up with every single one of my followers to be in a completely free and insanely sick photo shoot. And I'm not exaggerating when I say every single follower. That means you could be a part of this series. Hey, one more question. Why are you guys making me do this again? In each episode, I'll pick a random follower who will bring their favorite movies, styles, aesthetics, fandoms, or whatever, and collaborate it with my mentally unstable brain. No matter how far away they are, nor quirky or creative they may be, we will create. Thank you for the microphone. Thank you. On tonight's episode, I would like to present our featured guest, our featured follower, straight from Columbia, I think it's Columbia, South Carolina, is... Hey, guys. Hey. Good to see you. Welcome to the show.
It's good to be here. You look good.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been doing really good. You know, just hanging out in the ether.
Sorry about the whole closet thing.
That was fun.
Yeah, did you get lost in there? Are you okay?
No, there's like nowhere to go, really. It's just, I was stuck for a long time.
I guess the producers must have run out of room or something. I don't know.
It's just endless, clothes.
Endless?
I didn't search that far. I kept getting lost.
Huh.
It's really furry.
That's strange.
I got sleepy at a couple points.
Huh. Weird.
Sorry.
So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience?
For sure. Hey guys, I'm Arthur. My friends call me Rat. You know, like the rodent. Rodent living in the closet, apparently.
Now tell us a fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact, just one.
Or multiple. Multiple works too.
We'll keep it at one, because this one's a showstopper.
Okay.
I've got all my rabies vaccinations. Feel free to send some rats at me.
Now tell us about some of your favorite aesthetics.
Ooh, something that's come onto my radar lately. I would have to say, what's that? Opium core.
Okay.
It's more of a newer take on goth. It's cool. You got those baggy jeans, more of a lax fit.
Final question. Who would you like to see in a photo shoot next?
My good friend Jason. Moth Boy, I don't know if he follows you, but he's just a little punk dude, always running around the streets of Columbia. He's a little Starbucks barista. Doesn't enjoy captivity.
We then began collaborating on the actual photo shoot idea. The outfits, the props, and the theme.
And with both our minds combined,
this was the final result. This photo shoot was inspired by dark fantasy and music by Added Color.
Alright, I better not get copyrighted because of this. Cool.
And welcome back to the show! Janine, did I have those in my mouth before I started? What the? Janine, where's my real microphone? I mean, this is what a podcast is supposed to be like. You know, plant in the middle, TV, and my note cards, of course. And my note cards. Okay.
Kind of hoping for an actual analog horror, by the way.
Back here, Mr. Plant. Got the plant back. Okay. We're good to go. Welcome back, everyone, to the Aavarion Show. We're doing things a little differently. It's different because this time, I'm sitting down. For those of you out there that are new and don't know what the Aavarion Show is about, let me explain. The Aavarion Show is all about creativity, aesthetics, getting to meet new people like you, and learning new things about people like you. And of course, most importantly, collaboration. In each episode, I will pick a random person from one of my social media platforms, whether that be Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, and have them right here on the show. the best part is, neither distance nor imagination matters. Whether I bring the show to them, all of you guys out there, or I bring you to the show. If you didn't see the profile picture already, you could sit here. Anyways, let's get back to tonight's guest. I am so excited for all of you out there and all of you out there to meet tonight's guest. Tonight's guest is from South Carolina. However, she's currently in the process of moving to Asheville, North Carolina. In a few words, she's a gothic collector of all things strange and unimaginable. She's Edgar Allan... Janine, what was his name again? Oh. Edgar Allan Poe's sidekick. And of course, the most important factor of her of all is that she's a Victorian goddess. I was also mistakenly thinking that her name was Liz this whole time, and it wasn't. I got confused because her username says Light from Nowhere, but for some reason my brain read it as Liz from Nowhere. Ladies, gentlemen, theys, thems, and anyone else out there and out there, please put your hands together for the mysterious, the ethereal, the dark and twisted...
Hey, Megan, how's it going? Hi. Hello. Take a seat, too.
Take a seat, take a seat.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So tell me, Vinka, did you perhaps have trouble getting here?
You know, yeah, a little bit. Honestly, it's a little bit of a blur. I don't know what happened.
Did any of the assistants on stage, like, help you at all? Did you see any?
You have assistants?
Yeah, I have assistants.
Oh, I didn't know you had any assistants. I don't see any
This is so
assistants.
corny.
Where are the assistants?
Be my guest and
bad.
introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, hello, my name is Vinka. I like to say that I am a connoisseur of dark and alternative vintage and antiques. Basically, that means that I sell vintage and antiques, like vintage clothing, antique tchotchkes and whatnot. Most of what I sell right now, I just sell at in-person markets, so like oddities shows, markets, stuff like that. But, you know, we're trying to dabble in some online realm stuff.
Turn the AC.
But,
I'm still
see
watching
where that goes.
all this.
So tell us, Vinka, how have you been?
You know, I've been really good. I've been pretty busy.
Super busy?
Super busy. Crazy busy.
Keeping busy is always a good thing, especially when you're an artist.
It really is. Or you can go insane if you're not busy. Like just sitting there stewing, nothing to do.
Absolutely. What
Sorry
have you
about
been up
that.
to lately?
Oh my God, so much. So much. I've been doing markets, sourcing, traveling.
Do you get used to traveling like a lot? I mean, for your business and for being an artist overall.
I don't know. It's like you kind of get used to it. Like the act of traveling isn't as like, because I had somebody message me the other day. They said like, "Oh, 4 hours. That's such a crazy drive." To me, I'm like, 4 hours ain't shit, dog. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, you get used to like the act of traveling, but I don't know. You never get used to like just constantly doing it all the time. It's just like I feel like the entire
it's
month
creepy.
is just gone like that because I've been gone for half of it.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. In some ways you get used to it. In some ways you don't.
So tell me, what does a person with a goth aesthetic do in their spare time?
So I mean, these days, not a whole lot, honestly. Back in the day, back when I was 21, I used to live up in New Jersey and New York, and I'd go to the goth clubs, and we'd go out and we'd party. But these days, I'm an old lady. I don't know if I look it, but I am almost 30. So I spend 95.5% of my time either thrifting or at markets, and when I'm not doing that, just hanging. I like to go on hikes. Okay, that is the one weird thing, actually. I feel like a lot of people look at me and like the general like goth stereotype, if you will, is very like, dark, gloomy, meh, meh, meh. I love going outside. I live in the mountains, so I go hiking whenever I can. I'm very like, yeah, most of the time I'm just hanging at home with my cat, redecorating the house 27 times a week. Just hanging. I don't really do a whole lot anymore these days. I've calmed down. Is your phone buzzing?
Is my phone what?
Is your phone buzzing?
Oh, I have a question from someone out in the audience.
Oh.
This person asks, if someone wants to get into the goth aesthetic but doesn't know how, where should they start?
Oh my god, I am so glad you asked. It is
Nobody asks
so
that,
much easier
by the
than
way.
people realize. You don't have to go online and buy all these expensive goth clothes from these goth brands that charge like $5 billion for a dress. Go to the thrift stores. Find the vintage clothes. It's goth started in like DIY form. Like there was no goth when goths were born. People just went out, and even if you can't find black clothes, you just go dye your clothes. Dye the clothes you already have. It's that easy. Dye the clothes you already have. Go thrifting. Go to like estate sales and go to local
Or just don't be
markets.
goth.
Go to like
Get-
alternative like punk and oddities
LA
and
hat
goth
like me.
markets. There'll be people there that either have already curated stuff like this, or there's going to be people who make their own clothes. You can support local artists. But yeah, so with the goth aesthetic, hold on. How did I get here?
What?
How did I get here?
How did you get where on the show?
Here. How did I get here?
Vinka,
corny,
you remember
bro.
how you got here.
No,
Vinka, look at me. You remember how you got here. Remember, my name's Mason. This is the Aavarion show.
Do you hear that? Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
You don't hear that loud noise? I swear I hear. What is that noise?
I don't hear anything.
Where is that coming from?
Should
Vinka,
this
I don't.
upset camera
What do you
thing?
hear? I don't hear
I
anything.
swear, you don't hear that? I don't.
Vinka, I don't hear
It's
anything.
more centered.
Vinka, I don't hear anything.
You're right. I'm being silly. I'm being so silly. There wasn't any noise.
I didn't hear anything.
There was nothing.
You didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. I'm going crazy.
So, do you have any fun facts about yourself?
Ooh, yes. I actually used to do biohazard cleanup for a living.
Really?
Like cleaning up dead bodies, basically.
Was that something you just applied for, like, online, or was it?
No, so I had moved to New Jersey. I had no job. I was living with a friend for free, and I was just like, you know what? I should get a job.
Why?
And a friend of mine,
I don't want to
she
hear your life
actually-
story.
she
I
was a
want to get to the
supervisor
point.
at the place, and she was just like, there's a very high turnover rate in that job, and they were like, yeah, we need somebody, and so I just went in and I met the owner, and he was like,
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit just
Start
because I
tomorrow.
don't
I
really
was
want
like-
to hear this.
What?
where are we?
Here, I'll go back to this.
What do you were just answering the question, what's your most favorite piece of clothing in your collection?
Yeah, but where are we right now?
We're Vinka, remember what I was telling you before? We're on, it's called the Aavarion show. We're supposed to be doing a photo shoot together, remember?
Yeah, but like I'm talking like the exact location. Like what time zone are we in right now? Where are we? I don't.
That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Let's go on to the next question,
Of
right?
course, I love it here so much.
So tell me and the audience, what are your favorite aesthetics?
Ooh. Everybody loves cottagecore. Hard
Yeah.
to not love and I love like outdoorsy kind of stuff. My studio, so my whole house is obviously like medieval, gothic, crazy, and sandy. And then my studio is just like covered in like tapestries, and I've got incense going, and I've got like crystals in the corner. I've got so many different like. If I wasn't like I've always said, if I wasn't like all black all the time, I would go 70s orange and brown so hard. I love a good 70s aesthetic.
We then worked together on the actual photo shoot concept, which in this
Really?
case was based around gothic themes mixed with dark fantasy. We both collaborated on the costumes, the props, and the set design. And
Like two mad scientists creating the same monster. Here are the final results.
when you've got multiple parts but need just one answer?
I don't know.
Wait, how do these things work
I'm fine.
together?
Looks like
Just so you guys know, I didn't know that this was gonna be like this. I thought it was gonna be an analog horror. And just for future things, I'm not really interested in photo shoots and stuff, but I'm gonna skip ahead to past life story because I already get enough of that from my mom, dad, all of them. So that's why I'm kind of just being impatient and awkward on this. What?
alive.
Initiating recording program. Documentation recording test of alarms for laboratory systems, including tonal variations, and audio cues designated for individual facility sectors. This test is primarily for practice and does not serve as a final assessment or determination of your career path. In each slide, an audio cue will play. You will be the judge of what the audio source is. A variety of options will appear on screen for you to choose from. The answer you think best describes the audio cue will need to be said out loud for our recording devices to hear you clearly.
I'm gonna try this.
You will be prompted with this sound. To speak loudly, if you hear this sound in reply. This means the recording was picked up and registered. If, however, you hear this sound instead.
Get out. Get out. Screw you. You're gay.
It means the recording was not received, and you will need to answer again. In this test, we will only cover 4 mandatory alarms that you will need to know the background of upon working in the laboratory. Let's begin. Alarm 1.
God? This sounds like a chemical leak.
If you chose the answer, decontamination alarm, you were correct. This
Alright, let's try
alarm
the
is
next
only
one.
for on-site medics. To assist with decontamination chamber protocols, please return back to your work and continue on and
Dropping coins? Bro. Electrical issue.
Sorry, I didn't get that. We're materialized. If you chose the answer, corporate inspection, you were correct.
How am I supposed to know? I'm a minor.
This alarm signifies an oncoming inspection of the overall laboratory, led by leading members of Variant Communications.
Damn, bro, that
Alarm
sucks.
3.
What the hell? Ow. Cognition chamber issue.
If you chose the answer, hazardous material spill, you were correct. This alarm is to be taken seriously, as a hazardous material spill can affect
Damn,
everyone
bro.
and anyone within the laboratory, especially anyone near the actual leak zone.
Damn, bro.
Please seek your nearest director and take
Who the hell's gonna
information
take a bath
and
in
make
it, bro?
precautions carefully.
Do you hear that? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Your mom.
Alarm.
Alarm.
What about the Roblox sensor? I think it's number 3.
What is that noise?
Shut up. I think it's number 3. or number 2 now.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Number 2!
We're sorry. Management should have done a better job
You're
at keeping us together. Now we're together.
I'm a minor.
one.
That's kind of
If you
weird. I'm a
chose the
minor.
answer, you were correct. Error. This alarm file
Ow!
is currently
Damn, alright, I'm
processing.
turned down my volume.
Processing. Warning. File not found. New data has not been entered in. Please contact system administrator for assistance.
Eyewitnesses report that one of the Capitol's revered memorial walls.
Live from Aavarion Studios, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Aavarion Show with Mason, featuring the ever-brilliant Janine Caldwell, and the man behind the sound making sure no explicit language is heard, David. On tonight's episode,
What's up,
special
David?
guests, no interruptions, horror stories, dangerous acts, special guests from all over the world. And now, give it up for your host, the one, the only, Mason! Do not turn your TV off. Do not turn your phone off.
My phone's
There's
already off,
nothing
buddy.
wrong with your signal. It's the show. The Aavarion Show. New episode every week.
Bro.
Unit Z-22 to dispatch. We've got a situation. Request immediate backup and forensic team. Unknown body. Heavily decomposed. Limbs in its, We need all units on scene.
Huh? Wait, buddy. I thought it was gonna be an analog horror. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I'm not gonna wait. I don't wanna have this be an hour long. So
On and it'll all
sorry.
be cool, no matter what, you know.
With the concept already laid out, we moved on to refining the details, piecing together the costumes, setting up the props, and fully immersing in the blend of black and white aesthetics with the raw intensity of Tony Hawk culture.
Tony
and
Hawk?
Underground hardcore.
And with the power of...
Whoa, buddy.
Sasquatch, here's the end result.
Why is it orange?
This is so tough. This is so tough. That's bestiality. That's bestiality, bro. Yo, why is Queso walking? Chill the hell out. Damn, bro, I get that ate that Big Mac last night, but I didn't know you come back for it. 11:30, guys. Damn it.
Unit Z22 to Enclave Dispatch. We're driving through the park's entrance gate now. Park's been sealed off completely for further investigation. No visual confirmation yet, but we're proceeding towards the creek area based on the park's map board.
Copy that, Unit Z22. Continue on your route and report back when you have visual confirmation.
Hey now, don't be nervous. We're gonna get there just to find out it's another vagrant, bathing in a family-friendly park. Nothing more.
Yeah, probably. At least we get to see something new. Always wanted to come by this park with my son.
How's your son doing? Keeping it together?
I think he's managing. The whole funeral thing's way behind him, and I think he was way too focused on his phone to really notice the entire service.
Seems like he's using it as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, probably so. Oh, there's the overpass there.
Alright. Unfortunately, since the storm a few nights ago, everything is a little more flooded, which would explain why a body's floating around. Creek ain't too big. You feel good about going different ways? Can't be that hard to find a vagrant, let alone a snake or two. You scared of snakes?
Nah, I'm alright. I can handle this. Water's not too high, I guess.
Water's been higher than this. Just watch your step. And if something's moving in the distance and has, you know, scales, just go the other way. Wildlife here won't bother you, as long as you don't bother it.
Thanks, Sarge. I should be alright.
Roger that. Just whistle if you need anything.
God help me. This stuff is not it, man. I'm never taking a call to a creek again. I mean, could the water get any high?
The man.
I'm keeping my dumbass mouth shut next time.
Exactly.
What? What? What?
Damien!
Did Lobo just have a stroke or something?
Sergeant? What am I looking at?
I don't have the foggiest idea.
Is that a body?
No.
It
Nah, it's
doesn't
definitely
even
not. It's totally
resemble.
not.
It has hands in its ribs.
Bennett, get out of the water now. We're calling this in. Unit Z22 to dispatch. We've got a situation. Request immediate backup and forensic team. Unknown body, heavily decomposed. Limbs in its, we need all units on scene.
Oh, that's the thing.
Bennett?
Sergeant, I can't move.
Officer Bennett, get out of that water right now.
He can't move. He's paralyzed, idiot.
Copy that, Z22. Backward forensics are en route. ETA, 10 minutes.
I've never seen anything like this before. It almost looks like...
Officer Bennett, get out of that water now!
Hey, Bennett, get out of the water like a good boy. Yeah, it's Jim Bob. He's a chill guy. He's a chill guy. Don't worry. It's just the wrong room.
This habitat includes fields, roadsides, and dry, weedy, or grassy areas, which are exposed to an abundance of sunshine. Many of the butterflies observed here are now primarily found within the southern state of Heux.
Wait, hold on. Is Heux a real place? Here. Didn't know what I thought I said Hicks. Not Toyota Hill. Alright, it's not a real place. Alright.
19 representative species will be shown, beginning with the largest in size, and in recent times, the most common. Few butterflies have received the public recognition that monarchs seem to enjoy. Monarch butterflies, long admired for their striking deep golden orange wings, were once abundant in the distant neighboring state of Zion. However,
Oh nah. Oh nah, I'm so scared it's a truck.
due to significant environmental degradation and widespread habitat loss, Zion has become increasingly uninhabitable for species such as the monarch. Here, amid the sun-bleached open roads and smaller living structures, monarchs are now most often spotted weaving through local gardens, clover fields, or resting quietly in the remnants of abandoned parks. Though the landscape isn't something these species are used to, it offers a kind of fragile balance that seems to suit them. Native vegetation, hardened by years of fluctuating rainfall and sun-baked seasons, provides just enough nourishment for the monarchs to sustain their migration patterns and breeding cycles.
Aavarion Studios.
Security audio document 42. Axel Cross, night guard, reporting
That
in.
thing fell.
I'm tired. It's 2:45 a.m. in the morning. Approximately 2 hours after a random alarm went off at the laboratory. Typically, with a small number of happenings at the facility during the night, it's not required for guards to stay over. However, seeing this is the 42nd alarm that's been set off in the last 2 years, not even with me being the night guard last year, I can begin to see the wheels turning in Carter's head as he plots to make us actually stay in the complex overnight. But who really wants to do that? Anyways, I was sound asleep, and I slept at the first initial hour of the occurrence. When we do have alarms go off, they're usually false. Sometimes it's an animal, or sometimes it's how ancient the dust is in the ceiling when it falls. From my previous conversation with the security lead, Butch, aka Buffalo Man, as most of us call him, he woke me up out of a dead sleep and told me to get it in gear and head down here. And speaking of here, I've arrived. Reporting in. The doors are locked. Nothing out of the ordinary. I knew it was an animal. Let me just get rid of this notification. Huh. Still says there's an alarm going off.
Who's...
I don't
hackers.
May as well do a full sweep so I don't get my ass fired. We are now walking down the endless corridors of this god-forsaken, overcompensating building. Nothing out of the ordinary here either. Besides, maybe the uncanny smiles of everyone that works here. Hang on a second. Is that an alarm? Where is that coming from?
From the place that alarms come from. What do you think?
Reporting in. An alarm is going off. May still be false. Why the hell would an alarm be going off in the laboratory itself? I'll check the control room. Probably can't hear me over the alarm. There we go. Sorry about that. Now let's see what all the fuss is about. Wait a minute. That can't be right. The alarm. It was coming from... What? How did an alarm even go off in there?
From where?
What? Oh my god. Update. I'm halfway to the... But the alarm I flipped off has seemingly gone off again.
Nah, really?
I'm
I had
making
no
my way
idea.
to the entrance of the...
Make my way downtown, walking fast, seasons fast, I'm home now.
Now.
Live from Aavarion Studios, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Aavarion Show with Mason, featuring the ever-brilliant Janine Caldwell, and the man behind the sound making sure no explicit language is heard, David. On tonight's episode, special guests...
Janine, I'm not supposed to be here. Tonight's guest, the Aavarion Show. Welcome, everyone, to the
We get it.
Aavarion Show. I think. Just a technical malfunction. I'm not really sure what's happening. Janine, Why am I here? Hey, wait a minute. Hang on. Janine, where are you at? You silly girl. I don't remember playing. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Hey, man. How you?
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Long time.
Long time no,
Yeah.
Yeah, have
Long
a
time,
seat,
long
have a seat, man.
time.
Good to see you, good to see you. Oh, I am so sorry. That's never happened before. Let me just try to...
Chamber. Where did the chamber go?
I...
Come on. Put down the chips and pick up your damn phone. Come on.
Hello there.
No.
You've reached the voicemail of
No.
Adrian James Carter II.
Not this chick again.
He's currently unavailable.
God damn it,
Likely
Carter.
in a meeting, calibrating equipment, or reviewing about 17 grant proposals.
Oh, for fuck.
I've been asked
Why do you say it like that?
to set this up for him. I don't know know why. Please leave a message, and I'm sure he'll get back to you when he's done. What? Why does he... I'm not saying that.
Please just hit me with the "he's off being a genius" line so I can slam my head into a brick wall.
When he's done saving the world. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and he'll return your call. Oh, and by the way...
Oh, for mother...
If you'd like to know, my name is
Adrian, it's Butch. We have a problem.
Eyewitnesses report that one of the Capitol's revered memorial walls has been defaced with graffiti and forcibly breached using sledgehammers, marking a blatant act of vandalism against a symbol of our city's history.
Every classroom across Zion, young minds are shaped by the principles that ensure our city's strengths: respect, discipline, absolute loyalty.
We pray for the first wave of victims in North Zion. The unfortunate truth of choosing your own life over the possibility of poverty is that it often comes at a devastating cost.
A huge thank you to our residents for choosing to believe in our city.
Hello, my love. How's your day going?
It
was
going until the leading director did a mass firing.
Oh, heavens. Tell me it was with a gun and not paperwork.
You know, honey, I wish it was with a gun, because I take that over having to figure out next month's bills.
Oh, don't worry about that. I can handle it for a short time span until you get back on your feet.
Back on my feet? Back on my feet? Eden, darling, this wasn't some job. It was my life's work.
It sounds like
a
school
decade
drama
perfecting
class.
formulas, getting out of my scientific comfort zone, working my ass off, and for what? To be tossed aside with a generic, "We're sorry, have a good day anyways." I've been an assistant chemist at that massive corporation for years, and they just erased me like I was nothing.
I'm sorry.
You are not
I'm sorry.
nothing, Gabriel.
Well, I feel like it.
Maybe it's time I'm a little more honest with you.
Oh, God. Don't make my day worse by saying you want a divorce.
No divorce. If I'm being honest with you and myself, I've always looked down on those men who passed you up several times for a full-time chemist position.
Now, honey, you know there's plenty of men with more experience than me. That's why I was passed up.
Sure, but most of those men are mindless zombies working for the same man, an overpowering criminal. The reason you were passed on so many times was because, in my opinion, the universe was trying to tell you to quit.
Don't start with that universe baloney.
It sounds like my mom.
I'm serious.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
You know, I was waiting for the day you'd finally break free from that place. Your heart is full of so many creative ideas, and all of those emerald-suited no-lifes at the plant joked about you to your face. Remember?
Yeah. Don't rub it in.
I'm not. I'm just saying you need to learn your worth. Hey, listen to this. Are you ready?
Hell no.
Gabriel Green, lead chemist, discovers new formula that breaks through the boundaries of an unexplainable disease. Hero of our time.
I love it, but I'm not worth it.
You have to believe in yourself. Believe that you, Gabriel, are the most talented and brave chemist in all of the land. Seriously, try to at least say it to me.
Say it? Over the phone?
Precisely.
Are you a cop?
No, Gabriel, I'm not with the feds.
Yeah, okay, whatever you say, Colonel.
You ready?
Sure.
I, Gabriel Green,
Gabriel Grain,
am the most talented
chemist
that ever lived.
I'm gonna die alone.
Close enough. Oh, Gabriel, there's an ad on the television.
Are we documenting everything we see now? I spy with my little eye the tax man who's coming to assassinate my savings account.
No. There's an advertisement for a job application. At
Don't
some
say
place
that.
called
Don't say that.
Varian Labs.
Oh, no, it's gonna be a heart attack.
They're looking
We don't say the J word here.
I see one for chemist. I see one for lead chemist.
Oh, please end my suffering. I'm ending this call.
Gabriel, you need to apply ASAP. Don't you dare hang up on me.
Don't you dare hang up on me.
He was a good pal of mine. We lost him a few years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Did you do it?
Did I do what?
Never mind.
Pretty sure this is the last one.
Good afternoon, and thank you for calling the Variant Communications line. If you're a part of the Variant lab teams, such as scientists, botanists, security detail, or cubicle workers, please enter your party's extension now. Security detail. The only available member of this party's extension is Axton B. Would you like to connect? Please wait one moment while I connect to you.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Axe, dude, are you awake?
Yeah, barely. What time is it?
2 a.m. A time that I personally shouldn't be up.
So, why the hell are you calling me then?
You didn't get the notification on your phone, did you?
Man, I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, yeah. Duh. Let me check my phone.
Not your brightest moment. Well, you've had more bright moments than me, so I'll call it even.
Yeah, okay. I checked it out. So, what's this about an alarm at the laboratory? You think someone, like, broke in?
I don't know. I don't think it's anything to be worried about. The notification just says alarm. But you are on call for stuff like this, so that's why I'm calling you. It's probably just a bird or something that tripped the damn thing, but you still need to check.
I still don't see why Carter appointed you to be the lead director of the security team.
Well, you don't get paid to make observations on employees, especially ones who are your friends. You get paid to guard, observe, and report. So please, for my sake, and even Carter's, do your job and report back.
Okay, but if it is a bird, I'm making sure it's pooping all over your lovely lounge chair.
And if you do that, I'll knock you the fuck.
Wait, Briggs? Shay?
Yes. Can I help you?
Why, welcome to my very valuable manor.
President Zion is currently unavailable. If you like, I can take a message, but I highly doubt he'll be prioritizing it. I suggest you try again later.
Excuse me, do you know who I am?
You are Gina Briggs.
Oh, so you've heard of me. I need to speak to the president as soon as
I haven't heard of you. You just said your name. That's all I'm going off of. And as we said, President Zion is currently unavailable. If you like, I can take a message.
Danny, who is it?
Don't worry, sir. It's no one important.
Ooh.
This is Miss Briggs of the Initiative Research Team, lead frequency translator. I have important information for President Zion's eyes only.
Send her in, Danny.
As you wish, sir.
Oh, dick.
I apologize for Danny's fronting. He can be somewhat intimidating.
I wasn't intimidated.
Good. That's what you people were trained to be like. Relentless, unshaken, useful under pressure. That was the whole point of the initiative, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. President Zion.
That's what was stabbing my foot.
Make yourself comfortable.
It was
No
in
need
my
for
foot.
formality.
Ow.
Call me Faze.
Yes, sir, Mr. Faze.
Now then, what's this about information meant only for me?
Well, sir, I mean, Faze. As you can see in the folder, our team at the initiative, they've noticed some unusual seismic activity in the surrounding area over the last few days. We weren't really that concerned at first, but, when we saw how the magnitude matched up with the frequency, well, it got a little, worrying.
Worrying?
Yes, worrying.
Worrying isn't something any of you were trained for. You were made to remain calm. So how is it that a small spike in seismic activity has you so shaken up?
Because of the relation to...
No. The correct answer to that was we're not worried.
Mr. Zion.
Faze.
Faze. We're worried. As a team and as a family. Simply because the frequency spikes match up very similarly with spikes that were discovered here in the city.
In the city? The earthquakes here have become part of our daily life, but you're saying this goes beyond that. How frequent are they?
Very. They match the direct pathway as spikes we've seen before the city was even developed. Massive. The energy within the spikes is almost unexplainable.
And where are these spikes prominent in?
That's the thing. They've been mainly happening in one region that has nothing going on in it. The desert.
The desert. Of course it's the desert.
Sir?
The one place we don't have direct control over anymore. The one person who, despite being nothing more than a blip on my radar, keeps popping up whenever something inconvenient happens. Adrian James Carter.
We don't care.
Live from Aavarion Studios, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Aavarion Show with Mason, featuring the ever-brilliant Janine Caldwell.
Hannah? Hey, Mason. Mason. Hannah? Yeah, no. You can't fit there. No, he's not really little now.
Yeah, your shirt's a bit short, buddy.
Oh my god, what?
It's a bit short, buddy.
Why would I try that? I can't even. What was that? Okay. Alright, thank you. Yeah, fuck this shit.
What?
That's right, Daniel. I'm on the scene of an additional missing persons case.
You posted again? Oh. I did that out of order. Sorry. The wrong room is the new one.
That's right, Daniel. I'm on the scene of an additional missing persons case.
Apparently it was the day he disappeared. He was leaving his house.
The operations team has called these anomalies unidentified blackouts.
Variant labs?
Yeah, some kind of laboratory, I guess.
Sorry, we were just talking about not Janine. Are you now focusing your attention on my outfit choice?
Well, yeah, you're built like a highlighter right now. I kind of have to.
Highlighter.
Okay, well, first of all...
And now, after hours of surveillance, a few history searches, and a truckload of city secrets within Zion itself, you're tuned into the only channel that leaves reputations bleeding red in a world of emerald green. From the rumors about reputable businesses to the workers who were fired under false pretense, this isn't just a show, nor is it just cancel culture. This is X7X.
You think you're safe?
Yeah, I'm in a pretty nice house right now. Or,
Think
not nice,
again,
but still.
darling. Digital footprint. We've got a map and a microphone to every mess you've ever made. Every single secret, even the one stuffed deep within a hole in the desert, will be dug up for the fan-favorite purpose of your entertainment. There's no filter, no mercy, and absolutely no boundaries. If you came here for wholesomeness, you're lost. This is Zion's most brutal broadcast. Glam, gossip, and better hair than your situationship. Welcome to X7X. You may not know me yet, but trust me, I've been in every room from here in the studio to way back when North Zion wasn't a jungle of financial
Don't
mistakes.
care.
Except at that point, I was a snot-eating brat. I'm Phelan, assistant, curator of X7X, and the reason half of Zion triple-checks its privacy settings. I know where the bodies are buried, who buried them, and what they were wearing when they did it. But my job isn't to talk about it. That's someone else's. I'm just here to make sure the spotlight hits the right shade of scandal. And
midnight,
speaking
guys.
of scandal, wrapped in red hair and a smile you should totally trust, it's time for the queen of X7X to reveal herself, your host, the one, the only remaining Kylo Cooper.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Phelan. Well, well. Look who's tuned in again.
Poppy
My
from Trolls?
favorite, my loyal,
Put her hair down.
scandal-sniffing little shadow pack. If you're here, it means two things.
Wait,
One,
is this
you're
all it
smart
is?
enough to question everything. And two, you adore a little chaos. This is where we keep it raw, real, unfiltered, unapologetic. The stories that official sources won't dare to touch, we welcome them, as if they are a distant family. If you at any point thought posting your deepest, darkest information to the internet was a smart move on your end, then you must be
get
new
it.
here. Because the second it's out there, it's mine. Yours, theirs, ours. And sweetheart, I don't just find the skeletons in your closet. I drag them out, hand them a mic, and let them do the talking. So welcome back, my
Shut
darlings.
up.
Let's dig in. Okay, so I know some of you are probably so over me talking about, you guessed it, you know who. The big, bold, blinding white neon letters burning a hole through the desert sky. Variant Labs. Well, buckle up, babes, because on today's episode, I've collected a few folks, real charmers, who I think are going to crack this thing wide open, like a can of worms. Doors opening.
Ugh. Seriously? I was only half joking, Kylo. Why are you bringing a vagrant into our private studio?
Variant jobs.
Which again, I remind you, I just cleaned for the 5th time this week.
Oh, Phelan, lighten up. It'll be a steady interview. Anyways, I forgot your name already. What was it again?
I never gave my name. I only said I'd sit down in your little studio here for 5 minutes for $50. Never said I'd give a damn name.
Well, that's perfectly dandy. No names needed. Let's get down to the core root of this, though. What can you tell me about Variant Labs?
Variant jabs, variant yabs, variant schmabs,
Variant Labs, yes. The place you were complaining about on the street, yelling at bystanders to not trust. The place you told my lovely assistant Phelan about, remember?
Phelan? Oh, yeah. The woman with that huge nose. Right.
Ooh.
Hey, watch your tongue, street scum.
Yeah. Now then, Variant Labs.
If Jander from kindergarten had a voice.
Variant Labs is not to be trusted, simply stated. Variant Labs is, a madhouse. Yeah, it's a madhouse, all right.
Are you serious? Is that all you got?
Well, yeah, that's the point, isn't it? They got those guys in suits, talking like snakes, smiling like vultures with teeth. People disappear, streetlights flicker, feral dogs won't go near the damn place. But I could say the same thing about the city we live in too. Zion's corrupt, wholeheartedly.
Anything else?
Well, now that you mention it, my mama didn't raise a quitter. And that's why I never quit drinking. Now, about my payment.
Yeah, sure. Just get out of my studio.
I didn't want to be on your dumb show anyway. All y'all do is whine.
Doors opening.
That was
See,
5
what did I
minutes?
say? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to you. Apologies about that, folks. Not everyone we bring on the show is going to be cooperative. Anywho, let's continue. Our next guest is straight from the sidewinding streets of East Zion, in a little mom-and-pop owned pharmacy. Hopefully he'll be a little less money hungry.
Wait, we're supposed to pay this guy?
Not unless we have to. Doors opening. Well now, how are we feeling today?
$50, $50.
Doctor.
Langley, just Langley, and technically speaking, I am a pharmacist.
Okay, Langley.
I am a pharmacist.
What does a local pharmacist know about a much bigger corporation like Variant Labs?
Well, Kylo, it's quite simple. Most major health advancements come out of the bio ward, sure, but the bigger these institutions get, the more people will just become a disposable tool.
Sounds like one of those Roblox e-boy voice changers.
They care about the actual work. They play it safe. They follow the crowd. They do only what they're told to do, and never question a thing.
And if I only did this and that.
And where does Variant Labs fit into this?
We're getting there. My point is, people need to carve their own path. The bigger the company, the deeper the secrets. I, however, chose a different directive. Owning and operating my own pharmacy gave me a whole new perspective on how those companies really work.
Like mentally?
No, physically. I have access to larger client profiles, deeper connections, more information, and unlike some of these drones, I'm not stuck in that submissive mindset. The one where you see shady details and just shrug them off because your boss says so.
Ooh, Langley, you sneaky bastard. You're looking at private information and gawking at it?
In a just yes. Take the brilliant mind of Dr. Brine, for example. You remember him, don't you, Kylo?
No. Does he work for Variant Labs?
No, but he used to. For a while, Dr. Brine was one of the lead procurement officers at Variant. He personally arranged shipments that were severely classified, to the point he begged me not to take a second look. But here's the thing. Anytime someone places an order from a rare herb or item from outside the country, it has to go through a smaller, independent business. That's just how things work in this godforsaken city. Thanks, FaZe. So, since he chose me to place the order, I got access to his logs, but I was a little nosier than most.
And? What was in them?
Get this. Butterfly wings.
Butterfly wings?
Strange, but not uncommon.
But that's just it, Kylo. These weren't fabricated, printed, or even made out of some cheap plastic. They were taken directly from a source that harvests them by hand, torn from live butterflies. And the worst part, Brian and Variant knew. They knew exactly how that company operated and still ordered over 60 vials.
What? That's disgusting.
Yes, that was my reaction too. Why would Variant Labs need butterfly wings?
Well, maybe I'll ask Brian. Have him on the show next.
How are you going to do that? Are you good with a shovel?
What do you mean?
Last year, Dr. Brian left his position at Variant Labs unexpectedly, during a time where he was supposedly working on a big project with Adrian. At least that's what he told me during a conversation over a shipment and, well...
Well, what?
They found him in a ditch. Just outside the Zion border, not even a week later. Dead is the safest and most ethical word I can use right now. Lately, the local authorities are still working to determine the cause, but the condition he was left in, it's unsettling to say the least.
Well, that's comforting. I'm not even quite sure how to respond to that. Do you think Variant...
I don't know what I think. At the end of the day, it's Zion. So who's really going to care about a dead scientist?
Chick, the Dolly Logan, life and humans, and they even get to meet the kids. Here's Michelle's chick, the Dolly Logan. Life and human development, 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 human.
Alright guys, well, that was the Aavarion show. Hope you guys liked it. Personally, I don't really like this, like the start of it, but the analog horror part was better, but it was like boring and interesting at the same time. This is gonna take a while to edit, by the way, so please like and subscribe because I'm gonna be in pain because it's so late and it's gonna take a couple of hours to edit, and I try really hard. And we're trying to reach the sub goal of, just make sure we didn't hit it yet, just so I'm not picking it. Yeah, okay, we didn't hit it yet. 60 subscribers. We're at 52 right now. We're only 8 away, so every single subscribe counts. Literally. So, I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm tired. I'll see you guys later. Bye.